Do you want some tax-free money? If I've said it once, I'll say it again. I love the Roth IRA. But I'm not the only financial YouTuber that loves the Roth IRA.
If there was one piece of advice I'd give for new investors, it would be to create a Roth IRA as soon as possible.
Now, when it comes to investing in a Roth IRA, I think it's a super personal process.
Just imagine like you can open up a Roth IRA and within that you can have your investments.
And who could blame them? The Roth IRA is the greatest investment tool that exists. Yet so many don't take advantage of the tax-free money that you get by investing inside a Roth IRA. And one of the biggest reasons I hear that people don't start a Roth IRA is that they just don't know where to start. Don't worry, I got you. Today we're gonna break down what are the 6 best Roth IRA accounts that you could start for a beginner, and then I'm also gonna share what is my personal favorite. If you're ready, let's go. What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your grateful host, Jeff Rose, and this is Wealth Hacker Labs, where we are dedicated to teaching you new ways to build wealth that is not taught to you in schools or by your parents. And today we're talking about Roth IRA accounts. And we are talking about Roth IRA accounts because I want to give a special shout out to Maddie Ray. Maddie Ray had a question regarding Roth IRAs because she was looking into them, but didn't know the best place to open a Roth IRA account. And it makes a lot of sense. Like Maddie, I'm sure is not the only one that is confused or just doesn't know the right direction to go opening a Roth IRA account because there are dozens of different options that you can go with. So in this video, I want to break down what are the 6 best Roth IRA accounts for beginners. I'm going to share my top 6 and then give you my most favorite overall. Let's go ahead and dive into option number 1. Now, option number 1 is the best if you want more of a hands-on approach. Yes, you do have the ability, if you want, you can open up an online account, which is super easy. They also have their own app. But also, if you actually want to go to a physical location and talk to a real person, this is also a great option if you want, once again, that hands-on approach. Option number 1 is Charles Schwab. So Schwab is one of the oldest discount brokerages that exist. They started back in 1971. And anytime if you think of some sort of online brokerage, Charles Schwab is one of the top names that you continue to hear. Now, why do I choose them as the best hands-on? Because of the physical location. So if you want to go and talk to a real person, and here's what makes it even more interesting is that Charles Schwab, not recently, but back in 2020, acquired TD Ameritrade. So they are a discount brokerage juggernaut right now, currently managing over $26 billion, yes, with a capital B. And between the two locations, I think Schwab had 250 locations. I believe TD Ameritrade maybe had 325, vice versa. Anyway, you're looking at over 525 different locations between the two. Now that maybe you don't need just to go talk to somebody in person. Maybe that's not your thing. But also with them, you don't have any fees or very low fees. You know, you have a 0 minimum deposit, plus you get 0 online listed equity trade commissions. They have a wider range of different ETFs. You can buy individual stocks, mutual funds. Pretty much between the two, you have the ability to invest into a wide array of different investment choices. Just out of curiosity, I went and typed in a zip code close to me to see what locations were by me. And just by typing in my zip code, I had 2 different branches pop up that are within a 30-minute drive. One actually is less than 10 minutes from me. And then this is actually on their Find the Local Branch tool. All you got to do is type in your zip code. Then you can click on all their branches to see where they are located all across the United States. So that's option 1. If you want to have more of a hands-on approach, if you want to have more control in choosing your investments, or if you want help in having a financial planner help you choose your investing strategy.
What? Hello? What happened? I don't know. What's up? No, you need help. I need help? Definitely. What's help? Assistance, supportive action. You really need some. Oh, okay. Thanks. Sure. Good luck. Okay. Help. Help. Oh, how can I help? What? Is there a way I can help? I need help. Do you want help? What? You don't want help. I don't? No. All right. Well, thank you. You're welcome. Goodbye. Bye.
Now, if you want more of a hands-off approach, then I have to go with number 2, and the best hands-off approach is Betterment. So Betterment is a robo-advisor that basically all you have to do with Betterment is choose your investment goals or your retirement goals. You let Betterment know what you want to do, how much you can save, when do you want to retire, when or how much do you need when you do retire. You give them all this information, and then they will construct a portfolio for you on your behalf. They are using ETFs, not mostly, but Vanguard ETFs. I think there's some iShares in there. So very low cost investment choices. But once again, you don't have to choose your portfolio. Like, you choose your goals. Like, you let them know what the goals are. They will build the portfolio for you. So whether you open up an individual account, a joint account, or in this case, we're talking about Roth IRAs, you can do that with Betterment. And what makes it even more of a nice option is because of the cost. You know, one of the biggest attractions with Betterment for the longest time is what they charge, or I guess basically what they don't charge, because their monthly fee or annual fee is super low. So here, for example, charging you 0.25% to manage your portfolio. And you think about investment advisors that are charging you 1%, 1.5%, or 2%, then you have a robo-advisor like Betterment that's charging you 0.25%. Like, that is a fraction of what you typically pay if you are paying for a percentage fee on an advisor to manage your portfolio for you. So once again, Betterment charging you 0.25%. And with that, there is a zero minimum balance. You get multiple portfolio options, advanced tax-saving tools, automated rebalancing. You get access to traditional or Roth IRAs, so you can do it all. They have other options as well, but speaking with the Roth IRA, once again, 0.25%. Like, that is very, very affordable in the financial services, especially portfolio management space. On to option number 3. Option number 3 is the best for a hybrid approach. So if you want a hands-on approach or if you want a hands-off, then M1 Finance is the best choice for you. So with M1 Finance, what makes them a hybrid approach between the two? So we have the Charles Schwab option, where if you want to have more control in what you are choosing, you have Betterment, which is completely hands-off. M1 Finance offers you a little bit of both. So with M1 Finance, what you get are their investment pies. So essentially what you're doing here is creating your own investment portfolio. Think of it like creating your own mutual fund or creating your own ETF. A few different options though here is that you can create your own custom pie. So think of it if you were like ordering a pizza from your favorite pizza location and you want to order, I want half of it pepperoni, I want half of it extra cheese, maybe you want some anchovies, however you want to do it. You have the ability to create your own pie, your own pizza, and that could be a combination of individual stocks. It could be also individual stocks or ETFs, not mutual funds. Essentially, though, you could create your own pie that's a combination of, you could buy some Tesla stock, you could buy some Vanguard ETFs and put all that in your own custom pie. Now, if you don't want to build your own pie, if you just want to order the pizza that's already prepared for you, like you just want to order off the menu, well, that's where M1 Finance also has your back. That's why we like them as the best hybrid approach, because you can buy these expert pies. So essentially what they have created is they have different experts from different spaces that have already created their own investment pies, basically think of it, your own ETFs, your own investment portfolios, so that you don't have to create it yourself. You just say, hey, I like that strategy. Like, that's what I'm trying to do. So I want to put my money into that pie. And if you don't want to put all your money into one pie, you can diversify your portfolio, and you can put some in this expert's pie, some in this expert's pie, and you can diversify and spread it out as much as you want. Now, there's one thing noting about M1 Finance regarding their investment minimums. So with M1 Finance opening a Roth IRA, or any IRA for that matter, there is a minimum of $500 to get started. The other providers we talked about up to this point, there was no minimum with them. So that is one difference with M1. $500 minimum to get started. Now, once you get the $500 in, you can add a minimum of $10 going after that. So it's not like you have to keep adding $500 every single time. So once you get that $500 in, it's just a minimum $10 after that, and then you're good to go. All right, moving on to number 4. Number 4 is the best Roth IRA account if you want to invest into real estate. So with real estate, the best option we're looking at for a Roth IRA is Fundrise. Fundrise has been talked about on this channel a lot, also on my blog. Fundrise is a real estate crowdfunding platform that allows you to invest, basically pool your money with other investors and purchase real estate properties. One of the things I've loved about being a Fundrise investor for the last 5 years is that whenever I invest money, I can see the actual properties that I am buying. Like they will show you any acquisitions, any upcoming projects, if they sell anything. I've used this example a lot. Like there was a property that they recently purchased in the Nashville area. And if I wanted to, like I could have got into my car and drove and went to go see it. Like there's just something cool about that. If you're investing into REITs, like you typically don't know the properties that you are purchasing. So that's one thing about the transparency with Fundrise that makes it so attractive. Fundrise has a beautiful interface. They also have an investment app. So if you want to log in to see your portfolio at any time of the day, that is available to you. And they also offer Roth IRAs. Now, with this type of investment, this is not your traditional investing where we're buying stocks or ETFs. Since this is essentially a pool self-directed account and we're buying physical properties, there is a bit of a higher cost. In addition to their portfolio management fee, which is reasonable, you will also pay a $125 annual fee. This could be, think of this like as a custodial fee. Sometimes if you open an IRA with like a big brokerage house, they'll charge you an annual IRA fee. I've seen that go anywhere from $40 to $50, as high as $75. You don't usually see that with the online brokers nowadays, but with Fundrise, it is a $125 annual fee. And that begs the question, is it worth it? Well, if you look at Fundrise, this is actually their client returns, their recent client returns. And one thing that you'll notice going back to 2019, they haven't had a negative year. There hasn't been a loss, and it has averaged a very, very good return over that time frame. As I mentioned, I've been a Fundrise investor for the last 5 years, and all I have seen of positives at this point. So I can share from personal experience that I've been a very satisfied Fundrise investor. So most people are familiar with the concept of a 401k match, but typically you don't hear that with a Roth IRA. But there is an option that allows you to get a match with your Roth IRA. And that option is number 5, the best Roth IRA with a match, which is Robinhood. So this is a new feature that Robinhood recently added. And it's funny because when I did this video a couple of years ago, actually, I think it was 3 years ago, Robinhood didn't even have a Roth IRA. Like they didn't even offer a Roth IRA. Well, they do now. And what makes it interesting is that they have this 1% match. So right now, they are the only Roth IRA account provider that offers a 1% match. That is fascinating. So how does this work? So one thing with Robinhood, for those that don't know, so they are a disruptor in the space. They offer zero commission trade. So you can buy ETFs, you can buy stocks, and you can log on and buy this. They've had some hiccups along the way. They have really gamified the whole concept of investing, which some people don't like, and I'm in that camp a little bit. But I had to mention them because once again, they offer a 1% match. So they actually have like a little calculator that shows you, like, if right now, as the time of this recording, the max IRA contribution for 2023 is $6,500. So if you were doing this on a monthly basis, that would be $541 a month. So if you did $6,500 or $541 per month, you would get a match of $5.41 every month for a total of $65 for the year. So just think about that. You're adding $6,500 to your Roth IRA. You're investing that, so you're getting returns, hopefully, based on whatever investments that you choose. And then Robinhood is throwing on an additional $65 on top of that. It might not seem like a lot of money, but for those that understand the power of compounding interest, when you throw a 1% match on top of that, and on top of that, and on top of that, that will definitely add up over time. Now, if there's one way that I would look at this, I mean, this is just a really good marketing gimmick. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's a 1% match. Ooh, will Robinhood do this for the next 30 years? We don't know. But if it does give you some incentive to open a Roth IRA, especially with them, and then you're getting that 1% match on top of it, like, it is a way to get free money. All right, on to the last option, the best option, number 6, for passive investing. And this one pretty much is a gimme when you hear passive investing. But this option is Vanguard. So Vanguard is by far, they are known, bogleheads, known for passive investing, sitting back and just letting the market do its thing. With Vanguard, you have a few different options, but they have their Roth IRA. They do offer different type of advice, different types of services where you can actually speak to an individual, similar to the Charles Schwab option with number 1. Now, the one thing about them, though, is that they do have certain minimums depending on what you are trying to get. So if you go to their website and you click on compare services, then you will see the different options that they provide depending on what you need. Now, since we're talking about Roth IRAs for beginners, the Vanguard Digital Advisor is probably going to be the best option. There is a $3,000 minimum to qualify. There is an annual advisor fees, no more than $20 per $10,000 invested. So what they're trying to do here is be very competitive, if not more competitive than Betterment. They're offering you automated investing with ETF-based portfolios. That's Betterment. Guidance on saving for retirement, options to add custom goals in your plan, no advisory fees for the first 90 days. But after that, you will have to pay that no more than $20 per $10,000 invested. So the digital advisor option, that is definitely for beginners, that minimum $3,000 to qualify. You can see the other platforms, other levels they have, the personal advisor at $50,000, personal advisor selected $500,000, and then they have the $5 million for wealth management. But once again, we're talking about for beginners. So if you like Vanguard, you like passive investing, if you just want to pick one mutual fund, one ETF, let Vanguard do its thing, then the Vanguard Digital Advisor with the Roth IRA is going to be the best option for you. All right, so at the beginning of this video, I mentioned I would give you the best overall Roth IRA account for beginners. It is from the ones that we talked about today. For the longest time, like I have loved Betterment. I just love the idea of choosing financial goals and letting them do the picking for you, especially creating and building portfolios. For as long as I've been doing this, that has definitely been one of the biggest hurdles that most new investors have. Like, they want to invest, but the idea of having to pick even a S&P 500 mutual fund, picking S&P 500 ETF, like just choosing that is so overwhelming for many people that just because of that, they don't invest. So that's why I love Betterment, from that idea of just picking, you should know your goals, right? So long as you can tell them some idea, some sort of remnants of what your goals are, they'll do all the heavy lifting for you. But if I did have a pet peeve with Betterment, is that I want to have control. Like, I want to be able to pick my own ETFs. I want to be able to pick individual stocks on occasion. So that's one of the things, one of the limitations with Betterment that I've just, I've surrendered it from an aspect of being a beginner. But if I'm a beginner and still want to have some more control, that's why for me, the best overall option is M1 Finance. When you think of M1 Finance, that ability to build your own custom pies, when you can buy stocks, buy ETFs, and it's a super simple process. I'll have a link in the description where you can actually check out a tutorial that show you how to use M1 Finance. It's super easy to do, building your own portfolios. But even if you don't want to do that, if that is enough to intimidate you, prevent you from actually taking action and beginning investing, that's why I love the fact that they have their expert pies. So essentially, think of that as like that Betterment option where you don't have to build it yourself. You just choose the pie. That's all you have to do. You just pick a pie. It's like anybody can order a pizza. If you can order a pizza, you can order a expert pie from M1 Finance. And I know they have that $500 minimum to get started, but for me, I'm doing what I can to get that $500 saved, where I can eventually then open up my M1 Finance Roth IRA and either build my own pie or invest into an expert pie. So that's why I choose them as being the best overall Roth IRA account for beginners. But I am curious, who is your favorite Roth IRA provider? Where do you have your Roth IRA, or which one of these are you considering opening a Roth IRA with? Let me know in the comments below. As always, this is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Until next time, peace.